Very good evening to everyone, and we are about to start the session. And I welcome everyone who are present here. We would like to tell some of the uh, views about ideas about how you are going to deal with uh, our programs. That is, we are going to have the session in impatience, and we will be dealing with the impatience flower in detail, and then we'll stop the session and we'll go to another video session with Mimulus, and then if at all we have time, we'll go for a telegram session, that is a question and answer session. The thing is, uh, we have given that brief description about batch flower, the flower remedies, and about batch and the working conditions, that the dosages and usages and things like that. And those who are new to the session, kindly go and visit the previous live session. It will be very beneficial for you, so that you can have a continuation of the courses. Though, so we will be having the course detailing in YouTube live, because it takes time for us to edit and publish it into our channel. So we have made it a point that we let the process go directly to the people in a live session with the details which we will be giving in the near future. Starting with the flower remedies, that is flower remedies, we have seen that flower remedies are very easy. We can take it easily of our own, and then the remedies which the batch has found is a mystery. Actually, it is a mystical thing that he has taken out with his intuition, and he has given it in a detailed way, that there is no need of any kind of um, knowing or philosophy or things like that. So we are going to have a detailed description about impatience. Impatience is the first remedy, and we are going to see it in detail. Before the, Dr. Bach is a allopathy doctor, and he has been spending some time with homeopathy. And in 1919, he had his own homeopathy consultation room. And then he is very much interested in intestine taxonomy and also nosodes. So he is a person who from the starting, from the early ages, or particularly from 15 age 15 or 16, he wanted to have a remedial system which is very congenial to the people, and also which is very easy and also acceptable by all the people. The thing is, the main aspect of the thing is, he is very much had an aversion about the injection and things like that. So he has found the remedial system in during 1928, and the system he has created is very easy. He has given all the remedies to all people. He made his research generic, and also he did not do anything, any business activities also. So he made the people to understand what is the real natural uh, healing system. So from Impatience, in 1990, in 1928, he has found this. He Before that, Nora Vicks is telling that he is having a kind of impatient attitude. That is, he is always having the impatient attitude, and he is searching for a but remedy for himself. That is a major thing. He was searching for the remedy for himself, and also he has a lot of impatient tendency. He used to walk very fast. He used to speak very fast. He gets angry very fast, and also the anger gets over very fast. So these are the attitudes he being observed by Nora Vicks, his assistant. And during 1928, he has become very silent. He was going towards the forest and the major natural areas, and he had found a thing that which is resonating to his frequency. that is, he has a sympathetic frequency. That is sympathetic frequency. He is having a tendency, and he is searching for the same kind of sympathetic resonance in the flower, and he had found it uh, in the by the side of the river, and when he touched, when he saw the flower itself, he get healed. So this is the process where you can find that Dr. Batch is wanting to have his remedy first, that is to solve his mental attitude, to solve his the way of to solve his own problems, and he had took it for himself. First he took it for himself, and he has been working with the impatient remedy, and this is the only remedy he has verified twice in his life, in 1928 and also in 1930. He has verified twice, and he has told that this is the remedy for the person who is very much impatient in all the walks of life. And another thing is that there is a process behind the finding of these remedies. There is an intuition behind the finding of these remedies. There is also the natural flow behind this remedial a system which we are advocating, which we are following. That is, we are following from impatient to switch chestnut. The things which we are telling you, when we closely watch, you will understand what is the process. The first thing, soon after a baby is born, that is the first thing with the soon after the baby is born, we can find there is an impatient tendency in the baby's attitude. That before it is born, we can see that it is very comfortable in the womb of the mother, and everything it has got inside the womb, the food, the breathing, and also the defecation and things like that. Everything it is given. It is there in the womb. And the other thing which is very important is when it comes down. When it comes down, you can see a kind of when it is delivered, when it comes to the world, we can see there is an impatient attitude to every children. There is no newborn that feels somewhat comfortable in the world. So in a spiritual aspect, in a spiritual perspective, we can see that we have again had another birth to go about uh, things like that. And so we have to keep in mind that the first thing which we sense in the world is that we have a kind of impatient attitude. Again, we have started, and the irritation we have. The irritation is the word which is very very important in impatient. That is a major thing. And then uh, we are going to give a detailed description about what is going to happen. The thing is, the disease, as far as batch is concerned, disease is a kind of consolidation of a mental attitude, and it is only necessary to treat the mood of a person, and the disease will disappear. He's telling. Disease is a kind of consolidation of a mental attitude, and it is only necessary to treat the mood of a patient, and the disease will disappear. So he is very particular that where the disease doesn't happen suddenly. It is a consolidation of various mental attitudes. A particular disease comes with a various accumulation of mental attitudes, and in which results in disease. So he is very particular that you see the mood of a person, we see the personality of a person, you treat the personality, you treat the mood, disease will disappear. This is the first thing you have to remember. Treat the patient's personality and not his disease, is another quote from Dr. Bach. You have to see the patient's personality, not the disease. So now in day-to-day life, and in our life, in other aspects, you can see that disease, we see the disease, we see the symptoms and things like that, not the moods. So 99% of our disease are by our attitude towards life, our attitude towards the world, and attitude towards the self. And because of that, we get sufferings and disease. So this is what which is very important, we have to keep in mind. And telling about the flowers, he is telling that these are divine frequencies, these are things which you are uh, which they are angels, he is telling. And then these are the happy fellows in the plant kingdom, he is telling that these 38 remedies are happy fellows in the plant kingdom, he is telling. So there is there is an alkaline and acidic balance in the first remedy. That is, uh, you get disease when you are very much acidic. The pH value of our body is very important, and he has found that it is impatience is the remedy which has the alkaline tendency more, and it gives a peace of mind, he's telling. um, slowly he is getting Dr. Batch, when he renounced anything, everything, that is his MBBS degree and also homeopathic practice and everything, he left, and he just went to the nature to find a remedial system which is very conducive and very soothing to the human society. And he is very much particular that he doesn't want any blood to be shed in the treatment purpose while we are treating people. It has to be a kind of a spiritual healing. He wanted like that. And it it is referred by Nora Weeks that uh, his intuition has been growing very fast, and now he started resonating with the self, and he started resonating with the particular flower, and which heals him. This is the first remedy which we can see in all the books, that it is the impatience remedy. Then uh, throughout his writings, throughout his writings, Dr. Bass never talked about any religion or caste or creed or race. He just verified, he just hinted the words like Lord Buddha, Mother India, Christ, the great masters, white brotherhood, grand design, higher self, uh, driving force, divine guide, immortality soul, Freemasonry. Like that, he is giving a general words to the cosmos, or general words to the God, general words which is applicable to whole humanity. He made these words generic also, so that we can understand he is a kind of a person who is to all the human beings and to the living beings and to all the society. So he doesn't want to sideline with any particular creed or religion. And the increasing sensibility is the major thing. That is why I have been telling you that the conscious part of the individual who is treating the through flower remedy is very important. The consciousness part, that is how much pure, how much understanding you are, how much harmonious you are with the body, mind, and soul, the more healing property will increase. And the remedy of bachelor will be somewhat higher in higher dimension. So we have to keep in mind that the he has traveled a long way, that from my MBBS doctor to the homeopathy and bacteriology and immunology, and to batch flower remedies, a spiritual remedy. That is, a transition is from physical to mental to the spiritual. So the physical part of the system, that is allopathy system, the mental part it is the homeopathy system, and the spiritual part it is a person, that is flower remedies. So the thing is, another thing is very important is that a medical man becoming a mistake. So going to the impatience flower, that now we are going to tell about the impatient flower. He found a flower which is resonating to his mood, and he has been having a neurological problem. Every part of his body is aching, and he has hinted in one of his discussion with Noravix that all the life have we been suffering from pain, the severe pain, both mental and physical. He had told, and he resonated the same kind of frequency. The resonance of the frequency is being balanced by the impatient flower. In 1928, when he was traveling, most probably his birthday, they're hinting that during November month he was traveling in the by the side of river Oak. Suddenly, urge urge uh, has happened, and he found the impatience remedy, which is by the side of the river. And the thing is, he the remedy he is telling is about, um, the name of the remedy is the impatient glanduliflora, and you can call it a jewel weed, or kiss me not on the mountains. It is an annual. It grows throughout the year. This is the remedy which comes straight away from Himalayas. That is, this remedy is not the native of England. It comes from Himalayas. It is almost 4,000 feet, 4,000 feet, or 4,000, 5,000 elevated space. The highest spot it is coming from there, and it has so much of sulfur into it. It grows from seed. The thing is, it grows from the seed. It is germinating. The germination is happening in the spring season. In July, it is well grown. It becomes almost 2 meters tall. It is grown in the damp soil. On any the important thing is on any type of fertilizers, it grows even against the fertilizers, and it thrives in the situation which is unconducive to for its growth also. That is a major thing. The impatient people live in the unsoothing condition also. They will come out with greater vitality. That is a major thing. And the seeds are very heavy. uh, it also travels in the water, and the where uh, the seed pod burst like a bullet, and almost 200 and 2050 seeds are sown uh, outside the plant. It has a vigorous growth when there is only one impatient plant is there in an area. Suddenly, in course of time, within 2 to 3 weeks or 4 weeks, the whole area will be covered by the impatient flower and plant. So likewise, the impatient people, those who are impatient people, when they enter into the area, they will be controlling all the people, and also they will have a kind of a charismatic attraction towards the people. And the colony of plants, they are telling that impatient is a plant which colonize the area. They grow in groups. Uh, so growth the growth is very fast in the humidity. Even the humidity, it takes it easily. In 1839, from Britain, from Himalayas, it went to, and became the plant of Britain. It is also called Himalayan balsam. uh, it is grown in the river banks and also canals. The rapid growth, the rapidity of the growth, that is, in a day, it almost grows about 225 millimeter. The stem is like bamboo. It is fleshy, that is full of water content. Hollow the whole when you break it is very hollow inside. Being heavy in water, it quickly collapses. That is the major thing. When you attack a person, that a attitude person, if he is having a impatient attitude, you can attack a person easily. You can at him, but at the same time, he will recover very fast. That is the other important point. The thing is, we are the 2 points before completing the nature of the flower. You have to keep in mind that the form of the the form of the plant is very important, because the form depicts the quality of a personality of a human beings. If you place a impatient, a person who is in need of impatient flower, if you are making him to stand by the side of the impatient plant, both the plant and the human being who is in need of that flower will be looking similar. So this is the structural part, the physical part. That the hardware part is that the form of the plant, what we are discussing about for the past 10 minutes. We are discussing about the form, how the color will be the red color stem, the flower will be a pale movie, but that is almost a pinkish white it will be. So these are the uh, hardware part. You can see the physical part, we can see, and the functional part is that the function is that the software part, how it resonates with the a particular vibe, and how it is dealing with some errors in us and things like that. Another important thing you have to keep in mind is that there is no impatient positive or negative. We don't attribute to the word negative or positive to impatient flowers, because the flower itself is a whole part, and it gives a soothing effect. It is full of peace, comfort and soothing. So these flower essence are needed by the people who have these the tendencies which we are going to deal with here after completing the structural part of the flowers. So the persons who are in need of that essences will be in a kind of tendency. The tendency, if you find it, you can give him that flower, the particular flower. There is a, a particular pattern, a definite pattern for each of the flowers which we are going to deal with. That is, the particular pattern of a person will be uh, wanting to have a particular essences which gives a soothing effect, and it rectifies the error of the person at that pattern. So that is important. And then it goes, that flower, impatient flower grows very erect, straight. When you see the impatient flower, you can see a plant, it is very straight, like a scale. It will be a cardinal directed, strongly structured. Everything is strongly structured. And it, the very important point, it is the language of the plant uh, corresponds to the human state. It is the language of the plant corresponds to the human state. When you see a particular plant, for instance, if you are going to a forest and you see a particular plant which is attracting you, means there is a resonance between you and that plant. So it is the language of the plant, that is the structure, the function, the hardware part and the software part. Hardware part is the structure, the leaves, the petals and the stem, root and things like that. And the software part is which the resonance frequency which it emits. So it's the impatient flower is very rapid. It grows very fast, and it has strength. It is spear structure. There is always a tension within the plant. A plant that is a kind of busting energy it has. Uh, then top of the flower is hanging at the top of the stem. That is important. It is almost like hanging. A kind of, you can see in the pictures that it is a small stake is carrying the whole flower, and it is also called a policeman's helmet. So it when you see it closely, it resembles like a policeman helmet. It has five petals. Each flower hangs at the and anchored at the top on the point of balance. It balances easily. If our if your life is in an imbalanced state, when you take impatience, there is a balance. You can see cross pollination is happening in the flower. The uniqueness and individuality, gentleness and compassion, and springing confidence. You can see the uniqueness in the flower, individuality, kind of gentleness. You can see a compassion, a compassionate flower it is. So the pale movie is used. There are another important thing you have to keep in mind is there are many impatient uh, family flowers are there, many plants are there, naming name namely that impatient grandiflora or royale or things like that. The flower which he has chosen is pale movie impatient flower. It is called impatient grandiflora. Glanduliflora is the name. So when the pod is ripe, the seeds are shot away from the plant with an explosive force. When the pod contains of seed which is ripe. When it is ripe, it is very much explosive, and it breaks, and it sheds all the seeds away from the plant. So it is like a bullet. Explosive tension is always there. Likewise, you can see a person who is very much, quick to anger and but quickly over. That is explosion suddenly happens and then it becomes uh, silent. Unexpected burst of energy. You can see the unexpected burst of energy in the plant. Uh, it has a strong smell. Almost the smell is somewhat difficult to smell. That is there. So the coiling effect is that it has a spring-like nature, like the snake. There is a coil in the outside of the flower that is suddenly it like the snake, which is giving its gesture like that. The flower is also there. So the spring-like nature is there. So the this is what the about we can see the structure of the structure of the plant. Beside it lives beside the river bed, and it has so much of sulfur. It is kind of glanduliflora, glands, like a glance. It is also called the seeds are called bullets. So these nature are there in the plant. So when you want to understand the quality of a personality of a person who is in need of impatience, you have to understand the flower fully, the hardware and software part of it. And the important thing you have to see is that in September 1929, he referred in 1928, almost to 1928 or 29, he has found the impatient, and then in 1930 also he is referring about impatience, and he has prepared the impatient flower with the sun method, and he has started resonating with a sympathetic resonance has been increasing in him, and he had converted his resonance to the flower, and automatically the flower pulled him and he it healed him. The important Another important thing is that it is you have to see the nature of patch first, and then you can know how the impatient person is. And uh, by the way, the Monorovics and his friends are telling that Batch is a kind of person uh, who follows no rules and regulations. First thing. So we are going deeper into the consciousness of a person who is in need of impatient flower. That is how the quality of a person will be, how the nature of the person who is in need of impatient. I am very careful about telling that in need of the flower essences. There is no positive or negative. So a person who is having these tendencies will be in need of the impatient frequency. The first thing is there is uh, no rules and regulation. Uh, this person has a clear impatient. The person who needs impatient person will be having a clear goals. He is not an easy person. That is another thing, important thing is you cannot access to him easily. It is called a loneliness flower. He wants to be lonely always. He wants to be always alone. And then a person who is very easily making up his mind. He can make up his mind easily. He can make the whole uh, the whole process of decision making very quick, and quick in action also. The person who is very quick in action, quick in words, and quick and they will be very quick in action, word, and also they will be their thoughts will be original, fearless, and generous. The very important point is that the person who is angry very fast and cools down very easily is very intuitive. That is a major thing, and also they are very generous and compassionate. Though, so the person who is in need of impatient flower is that they are always jerky. They will be talking about they will be talking about things in a very fast manner, rapid way. That is very quick. They will be then small jerks they will be doing. They will be playing with their hands. That is they will be moving the fingers very fast. Um, they they get irritation. Irritation is the very important word we have to keep in mind while thinking about giving impatient to a person. When a person gets irritated very quickly, and anything which is connected with speed, this flower is called we can call the time flower, the time speed. So they want they do everything in a very rapid way, in a quick manner. So they want others also to be very quick and in par with themselves. That's why it is they are finding it difficult to cope with the time factor. That is time is very important factor in that's why it is called time flower. So time, irritation, the quickness, or the major thing. Impatient, they become impatient of the slowness of others. There will be always a forward thinking, a kind of futurity is there. The kind of futurity is there among the impatient people. They are task oriented. They will be thinking that if there is a lack of science, lack of time, I will fail, like that they will be thinking. Here the person uh, who wants impatient is quick to decide and quick to act and quick to anger. Very quick to anger, quick to act, and tense irritability and impatient attitude are there. And these are the things which they have seen in Batch's attitude, and now they have found he has found a proper remedy. And then he is very much intuitive. The Batch is very much intuitive. The person who is having a uh, to whom we can see, that is see a person who is very intuitive. The intuitiveness has made him to um, discover this kind of remedies. And then you can see a person who is in need of that remedy will be constant mental strain. There will be a constant mental strain, and emotional pain is almost there. They will be having a body pain more. And moreover the slowness of others will be irritating them, and they will treat others. The person who is wanting to wanting impatient remedy will be treating others like slaves, and they will be a boss. They will be treating others like slaves, and they dictate in terms that the leadership quality is not very much predominant in themselves. Those who are lacking, they are working and working, and they are working hours together alone, and they could not be they are not becoming a leader. I mean, if you give them impatient, they will become leaders. They want to lead, but they work themselves. Where they will give a work to people, to others, and suddenly they take up the work, and they will do for themselves, because the slowness of the slowness of others will irritate them, and they do work themselves. Because of that, the work pressure will be more for them. That is another thing. Independence is very important for them. They will be very independent, and it is directly connected with pineal gland. They are also called as mental spinters. That is uh, the mind goes here and there. And then when we are when they will talk in a rapid way. They in such a way they will not complete the sentence. They will not hear what others are talking. They will be talking, and the incompletion of sentence will be there. When they are hearing, they will not allow others to speak completely. They will not hear. That is also another thing. They will be sitting at the edge of the chair always. They will not be in the relaxed man. They will be sitting the tip of the chair and always jumping, eating very fast. They avoid being in the queue. And if at all they are taking the spouse outside, they will be standing outside with the vehicle, and will be giving horns to make them others to be hurried. The nervous tension is there. Because they are eating very fast, they get digestion problems also. So these are the things. These are the aspect of the mind. So they are very very intelligent. The person who needs impatient will be very intelligent. They will be meeting, they will be having lots of accidents, and they will come out with the accident with least uh, damage to themselves, and limiting themselves. The person who is there for that remedy will be limiting themselves, and they cannot cooperate with people. uh, they don't understand that everything has its own speed. They don't understand everything has its own time. They will be rushing and rushing. Even in the sleep, they have so much of sleep disorder. And then neurological problem, nerve disease, ulcer, a kind of sight problems also will be there. Lots they will be having a lot of skin problems also. They are pressured by time. That is a major thing. They take rash decisions, wrong decisions in a speed way. That is a person who needs that remedy. And they don't understand that everything has a part and time. And they don't understand everybody is very important. They don't understand that. And the batches emotion, it is in remedies, in batches version they are telling this is a remedy for acute pain of nerve type, intense headache, sciatica, acute neuralgia, and acute in malignant disease. He is telling that acute pain and now also now disease. The batch also told that I am a person who has suffered a lot um, because of acute pain. All my life, my body has suffered in some way from pain and discomfort and distress. A person who is need of emotional stress, a person who is having an emotional stress, and always in pains of the body, is in need of impatient flower. And a reference has been given by Nora Wicks that I suffer. Batch has said to Nora Wicks that I suffer the pain because I do want to understand what pain is, and also to understand how the pain is there in other people. So a kind of empathetic resonance has developed in Dr. Batch. So he has both physical problems and also an emotional problem. The indication for the use of this remedy is the acute pain, no matter what the cause. So if there is acute pain throughout the body and emotional pain, you can give the remedy so that it fits to the person. Relieve the tension. Really, another important point is, uh, you have to strongly keep in mind that relieve the tension, emotional pain, there will not be any physical pain. Relieve the inner tension and emotional pain, there will not be any uh, pressure in any disease in you, or any pain in the body. So the other important aspect of a person who is in need of impatient flower is they are very cruel in nature. Underlining the aspect is very cruel in nature. They lead with head. That is everything. They're logical. They are very conscious of the brain activity. They are jumpy. The sentence are disrupted, and unusual smell, strong smell is there in their body also. uh, the impatient does not attract contact. They don't want contact with other people easily. They cannot have contact even in the family. They will sleep in the separate bedroom. Even if the spouse, they will tell that I'm comfortable, that I'm alone. They will be always alone. The process of their brain, no one can understand. That is the other thing. uh, the other thing the plant has, the specific quality the plant has is that even the animals can will not eat the leaves of the plant. Likewise, you cannot reach the person easily. You cannot reach the person easily, a person who's in need of impatient flower. Things learned from plant cannot be explained in the ordinary understanding. Very important point is that the things which you are learning from plants directly with the resonance frequency, you cannot explain it easily. Likewise, a kind of invasiveness. The another important word we have to see in the impatient flower is that invasiveness. That is, they can manage to get information from anywhere. They are very silent. They will intrude you. They will go inside you and they will make you in their control. The invasiveness quality is there. To be The other thing is, the person who in need is always uh, a kind of attitude. They don't bother about others viewpoint. They will be always pushing and pressurizing to complete the work. A kind of they bossy, big bossy nature will be there. They will treat other people as slaves also. They will Another thing is, they will often miss the information. They will often misplace their cell phones or keys or things like that. The rechecking, the twice they will be checking everything. They will lock the door and they will go inside and see whatever, whether all the switches are on or the heater switches are on or off. Like that, they will be always thinking twice. Time moving slowly, a few seconds. The major point is that time moving slowly. These impatient, uh, those who need impatient will be thinking at 1 or 2 minutes, seconds prior to all other people. Uh, the other important thing is, the person will be thinking that others are not as bright as I am. So they make others inferior. If you are seeing a person, they will see that they will insult other people also. They will underestimate other people. They will insult other people. uh, Difficult, these people are very difficult to impatient uh, person who is wanting impatient, but very, very difficult to deal with. And uh, what to do, how to do, end up doing these things. They will be explaining to you to tell how to do and what to do, but they will be doing all the things on your behalf, because they don't bother about you, because he is very much pressure about the time factor. And a major point is that they don't want others to change. And another important point is, they won't influence others also. They are not good teachers. That is another thing. They cannot teach it easily. They want to live alone. The major point is that they will be in the family, and at the same time they will be making a happy family. The impatient person will be having a happy family. They are solo creatures, commonly misunderstood. They are misunderstood easily. The impatient persons are misunderstood very easily. Their brain is wired in such a way that the speed is very important. They are very quick and very intelligent, always restless. Uh, another important thing is, they are highly self-critical. They'll be talking and then they'll be critically thinking about what they are talking. That is important thing. And uh, misplacing things are the major thing. You can see them. He makes foolish mistakes seemingly intelligent. They will be making mistakes, and they will show that they are intelligent. The important thing, another criteria is that They make foolish mistakes, but when you ask them, they will be telling intelligent answers for that. um, the person who needs this remedy is very good at yoga therapy, sensitive to they are sensitive to colors. uh, Another major thing is deadline. When there is a deadline for a work, and where you use that remedy impatient, you will complete within the deadline period all the works. I personally had lots of experience in this area. If at all I have various works which gives me a lot of pressure, and which I have to complete within the stipulated speed. Means if I take when I take impatience, everybody works for you. That is a major thing. May people will be working for you. Even in public speaking, they will become a very good public speaker. Sensible quickness is there. Another important point is sensibly quick they are. And these persons are overskilled. Sometimes the overskill makes them clumsy. That is the thing. Living in the present moment, these are the is not possible for them. They will be always rising in time and going ahead of the time. And energy of impulse, another the energy is the impulse energy, it is there. um, Another thing, they don't give time to others. The driven behavior, they are driven by the behavior they are driven by their behavior, very quick than most of their everyday life. Mental super, superficiality is there. Mental superficiality, they will be the important word, it is mental superficiality is that if I don't complete in stipulated time, if I am not very fast, I will be penalized like that. If I will fail like that, they will be thinking. The inability to adapt to the speed of the normal life. There is a speed in the normal life. Everything has its own time. They will not accept the inability. Computer games. Another important thing is computer games. Computer games a major plays a major role in impatient attitude for children. So those people are the children who are very much involved in computer race, and they become impatient without the games. Means if you give it for 15 to 20 days, there will be a major change in their attitude. Irrelevant with others, they will be the they will not be standing in queues, and they will be talking irrelevant things also with others. We lose patience with those who we love. We don't move at the same speed. Emotional support for others is a time drain. They are thinking that emotional support is time drain. They'll think they will not explain anything to the family members, and also even to the spouse. They lose Suddenly they will lose patience with the spouse. That is a major thing. You have to see, if at all there is a rift between spouse and couples. If they are not giving an emotional balance, if you take both, if you take impatient for a while, there will be some change. A major change will be happening. uh, it is also a resistance is there. For them, stress resistance is there. No place to go, no way, no place to go. They'll be always alone. They won't travel much. They will be always in their own world. Another thing is there is no balance within themselves, not linked with the earth. This flower, this plant is very loose with these roots, easily broken, easily taken away by the strong wind, easily taken away by the stream. And likewise, these people are not linked with the earth mostly. They are living a kind of a isolated sannyasi life, and they were not linked with the earth or family or the past. Very important is they will not be thinking about the past. So uh, they they won't droop also. They won't droop. They won't. They'll be standing erect. And the positive aspect. These are the qualities. The qualities are the major quality is that invasiveness is there. irritability is there, and other the conscious, they are very much conscious about the time. They are workaholic. They extract work from other people easily. They drive the people in a slavery manner and things like that. And everything day-to-day aspects, when there is without completing the word, they will they will not utter the word fully. They will not utter the sentence fully. Things like that are the qualities. These qualities, if any person is having these qualities and having neurological problem, and suddenly sudden eruption of anger, and slowing down easily, and they are very compassionate, means if you give a impatient flower, the positive quality of these person are, they will be the wholeness. The quality of the flower is that the, the person, we have given details about the person who is in need of the flower. They will uh, the person who is very quick, generous, and also painful, both physical and mental. If they are given this impatient flower, they will be having an openness in their heart. They will accept everything. The quality of the flower is trust and support others. They will, when you take impatient vibration, the essence, you will be very calm. You will see the time flowing, and you will not be, you will become timeless, first thing. And then you have an exquisite gentleness, exquisite gentleness, and you'll see everything in a gentle manner. And moreover, you will forgive people and forget the past happenings. The invasiveness is there. You can understand the whole uniqueness of the nature, uniqueness of all beings, uniqueness of all the happenings, and everything has got its own time, and every people has their own speed. You will understand that. And you will give good advice, and a kind of angelic presence is there in impatience. You can understand, you will understand others words. You give space to people. You hear others words. You talk less, and you take decisions very fast. You become very uh, intuitive. You will deal with people in a diplomatic way. There is a kind of a calmness in every aspect. And the life will be from impatient to patient, and every genre, every part of life will be dealing with it very consciously. The inner peace is there, the wholeness is there, a kind of completeness in the life we will be seeing. In the spiritual, the thing is, the spiritual aspect is the body gets very calm, ease and flex. And then your penal glands get activated, and you manifest things very easily, and you see the wholeness of the world, and everything you see the past aspects, and you correct yourself in the present thing. And you manage the stress easily, and you develop a kind of leadership quality to an extent that the leadership quality doesn't have a slavery aspect into it. And the impatient is the calmness of the flower. That is there are three flowers in the loneliness group. The impatient is the flower. A person who is in need of in the impatient flower is always cutting themselves from the society and also from other activities purposely. Other two flowers, people make them separate. This person is the uniqueness of this person is that he cuts off from the people, like our gurus or siddhas or zen or the realist person. He is cutting away from the people, and he, the silence of that person is not the silence of the thing which is after a noise. It is the primordial silence. When you take deeply, see, if a person is there who has done yoga for about 20 to 30 years, and the body will be very much irritating, and there is a lots of pain will be there. The neurological pain, the pains in the brain, the pain in the connection of a bundle of nerves, and everything, the sores, the ulcers, everything, they're based on the body heat. The person will be having so much of heat in the body. The tension arises only because of heat. The acidic nature of the person goes down and the alkaline tendency comes up. The emotional part becomes a kind of understanding part, and it goes to the higher consciousness. The kundalini rises from the lower part to the higher consciousness, and the re-bridging, bridging of the brains will be there. There will not be any kind of uh, left or right brain activity, and you cannot be, you will understand the whole world as a new thing, and you will be seeing the intuition. You will be seeing the intuition part very easily. You will be always working with intuition. You will be always living the life with intuition. So the invasiveness is there. If you want to understand the whole world, the nuances, technique, and the secrets of the world, the invasiveness, the quality of the invasiveness of the flower will tell you all the details. So uh, they are talking about intuition. Intuition definition, Dr. Bach is giving: intuition is the process of apprehending something without reasoning it out, finding it, finding an answer from incomplete or even misleading data. That is, it is a sudden information which is out of logical mind. Is telling. So the quality of impatient flower is that it is very very soft, fragile, uh, pale mauve. Pale mauve is the color which soothes our brain, and also it is a high frequency flower, and it is at the top of the crown. It is inside the brain. They are giving the flowers space. That is, it is there. It is activating directly. It is activating the pineal gland. You get a kind of samadhi state during taking um, taking this remedy regularly. I took personally this remedy for about 6 months, and during that period, I went to Jiva Samadhis for several times. I have found I have got many intuition through it, and likewise, when you want a kind of relaxed attitude, when you want to have uh, a kind of tranquil state. Impatience is the flower you have to choose, and moreover, a person who is having a experience of yogic practice or meditation, if they take impatience for 1 week, they will see a rapid difference between the 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 process of their meditation before and after taking impatience. So impatience is the remedy uh, which gives everything to you. First thing is, you, for everything there should be a peace of mind. There should not be any agitation. There should not be anything which is irritation. So when you are calm, when you are composed, when you look at the time in a relaxed way, impatience will give you a lot of things. So another thing is that uh, a kind of complete tranquil mindset you will have, a relaxed state you will have. You will see the world at ease. So um, impatience flower goes from Himalayas. It has lot of sulfur in it. Sulfur is called mother of all remedies in homeopathy. So it directly acts with your brain part. That's why in Indian mysticism they are connecting sulfur with Lord Shiva. So it is a spark. Likewise, the seed pod also breaks very fast, like sulfur's activity. So sulfur is very important to raise raise our consciousness, and also kundalini. And moreover, the spiritual aspect of the impatient is that it gives a deeper understanding. There will not be time for you, that is previous birth or a next birth or this birth. You will not be thinking about these three things. You will be always present. This is the first remedy which Bach has found for himself, and then it is the first tendency which we got initially soon after the birth. So the process of our life starts from peace, relaxation and ease. So we have to keep in mind that even though we have been telling about detail about the conflicting nature of that person who is in need of impatient, we are concentrating more on the flowers innateness and the quality and the wholeness of the flower. So we have taken birth in a peaceful, relaxed state, and you can deal with the world in an ease manner. In an ease manner, you can see all the things. So, impatience is the remedy, first remedy, which God, universe has given to us through batch.